All right, so playing with kukris. I apologize for my accent. You're gonna realize I'm not from the United States. I'm going to show today the Hancy 14-inch kukri from Great Gurkha Kukri. Mr. Purna Darnal makes them, and a wonderful kami. I thought it would be nice to make this video because there are not really that many kukri videos out there, and certainly not enough Great Gurkha Kukri. Yeah, great thing that they're doing over there. So this is the 14-inch Hancy kukri. It was used in Nepal between the 12th and the 18th century. It's a wonderful kukri. It really is. Anything that comes from Great Gurkha Kukri is wonderful. This is, I think, sheep skin. Wouldn't be sure. Really high quality leather. All the details. The carda is beautiful. Everything is made with 5160 spring steel. Wonderful. These are hardwood handles. Everything is handmade. You will not be able to find two identical knives. Shaving sharp. Just wonderful knives. You gotta oil them because otherwise they're gonna rust like any good high quality kukri. Actually, the chakmak, the karda, they would be long. I'm gonna use inches. I'm sorry about that for people that are not from the USA and Canada. Oh, I think Canada uses metric, right? So from the USA and England, right? English people use inches. No? Oh wow. Okay, so in the USA. Yeah, that's my beautiful wife taking a video for me. All right, so the karda, it is 3 inches, the blade, but the karda itself is a little bit over 6 inches, including the handle. It's got a beautiful brass coupling here between the handle and the blade itself. The chakmak is almost the same size, a little bit over 3 inches in the blade, which is a chakmak, for those who don't know, is a little blunt knife. I would say that it's better to pry things open, and there are many uses you can have with a strong sturdy piece of metal that is not sharp. A lot of times you don't want to really hurt your knife, so this is when this comes into play. A lot of people say, well, to sharpen the knives, it's not, I wouldn't say it's a good sharper. I think it's last resort sharpener. And this is 6 inches and a quarter. All right, very nice. All right, and the blade itself, like I said, is 14 inches. I know a lot of you guys, every time somebody opens a kukri in the internet, you go like, well, don't place your hand from the scabbard, you're gonna cut your fingers or whatever. As long as you know what you're doing, that's not gonna happen, but it's good for a force of habit to always open it without placing your fingers in front. Say that you actually carry your kukri with you and you, God forbid, are in a dangerous situation, you're going to fall back to what you're trained to do, which is, if you always open it like this, is opening it like this. And if you're about to just draw it, I don't know, to defend yourself against an animal, or you're just drunk or distracted, whatever it is, it's better to always open it like you should, so that doesn't happen. Right, look how beautiful this kukri is. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Should avoid touching the blade, but as long as you clean it and oil it, you can do anything you want with it. It's just shaving sharp, beautiful piece. You wouldn't even be able to tell that it was handmade. It's just incredible. The way it feels in the hand is amazing. It's got a beautiful point of balance. This Hancy 14 inches, despite being able to do anything a kukri should do, I would say that is specifically made for fighting. Rat tail tang with a button. It's a hardwood handle, 5160 and brass here. Just wonderful. You can see here GGK. I don't know if you can see it, but the initials of the company of Purna is just incredible. The way it just feels, it's just amazing. Let's see if I can find point of balance around, like, yeah, about there. This is great. This is great. 14-inch Hancy Kukri. I don't know what else to say besides what a beautiful piece. Beautiful scabbard. Beautiful scabbard. Also, you can put it in your belt, let it hang vertically, and take it on and off. Smells amazing, looks amazing, high quality stuff. This is not gonna go anywhere as long as you supervise it and maintain it. It's just beautiful. Beautiful. A little notch to put it in your leg, to wrap it around your leg. I wouldn't use it, but each his own. You know, it's just wonderful. Wonderful. Now, measurements, like I said several times, 14 inches from the tip to the bottom of the blade. Spine thickness, it tapers, but at the very beginning, I would say is 1/4 of an inch, a little bit over 1/4 of an inch, which is sort of a thick knife, depending on whether you are used to Bowies or Kukris. That is thick for a blade, but it's not really that thick compared to, for example, a Royal Nepalese, which I have it right here. Belly is thick, big belly, like any Kukri should be, but not really that thick. Like I said, it's more for fighting instead of only chopping. This is a Royal Nepalese for comparison, 13 inches and a half, that's 14 inches. The belly is way thicker. Is way thicker, and you can feel how it's way choppier, and it's way thicker in the belly and in the beginning of the blade. I don't know if you are able to see the difference within the thickness, but this is Royal, and it's quite thicker. It's also shorter, right, for 1/2 inch. Both are just beautiful. Both are just beautiful. The Hancy has a way longer handle. Let's see, the size of the handle would be, from the part you grab it, let's not count the brass, about from 5 to 5 inches and a half, because it moves from 5 to 5 inches and a half. And the Royal Nepalese, that would be from 4 to 4.5. So it's a 1/2 inch smaller. And how does that feel? Well, you know, the Royal Nepalese is more curved, choppier. I would say that I have relatively big hands. I wouldn't know my size hands, but it's it feels good. It can do everything. But compared to the Hancy, if I had to fight, I would say that the Hancy is better. Just because, despite me liking small handles, the size of this handle just allows you to do more things. You can grab it up, you can grab it down lower, you can grab it just right in the middle, and let it fly. It's just faster. The Hancy is faster. I wish I would be able to tell you the weights. You can see it in his webpage, Great Gorkha Kukri. They vary a little bit. I don't have a weight scale with me right now. It's wonderful. It's wonderful blades. Look at the difference in the belly, side to side. I know that in a video you cannot really appreciate the quality. I would highly recommend anyone to get one of these knives. As long as you take care of them, they should be able to last you a lifetime. Don't smack them against rocks. Put some mineral oil in the blade, including the scabbard and the handle. As long as it's wood, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Well, that was a 14-inch Hancy. I hope some of you guys can feel happy and the excitement of getting these knives as much as I do, if not more. And that's why I thought about making this video, because I wanted to share. I couldn't find one video of a 14-inch Hancy Kukri. Paper test, I'm not even going to do it. Maybe I should have done it for you guys' viewing pleasure, but it's just absolutely shaving sharp. There's it can cut paper so easily. It grabs onto it. It not even cuts it. It just eats it. Beautiful. And despite cookies being made differently, this I also like because it doesn't have like any fancy thing. It's just a functional blade that is meant to do its bidding. Wonderful, wonderful. And to those who, I'm sorry I'm rambling here, to think that a kukri can't stab or you feel the blade is gonna go up to your hand, it's not. A lot of people feel about, I know how a lot of people feel about the bowies having a guard so that your hand does not slip. So here's a K-bar. The difference between a straight blade and a curved blade like the kukri is if I were to stab with a straight blade, if my grip strength fails, all the strength goes that way. By physics, it's gonna just make your hand slip into your blade and you're gonna be harmed. But with a kukri, if I am stabbing something, what's gonna happen to my hand when I make contact is that it's gonna be pushed up, and that is actually going to make it go more into my hand. It's gonna push it towards me in a way that allows me to have stronger grip. So you're gonna feel this movement. You're not gonna feel this movement. So really you don't have to worry about that. You also have this to put between your fingers. And I know a lot of modern people, they don't really work out a lot. They don't have the strength, the grit to actually make that count. They feel that the blade would still slip. As long as you're strong, that's not gonna happen. You say, well, I'm tired, whatever, or my hands are wet, it's still not gonna happen. But if you don't believe me, physics is just gonna go up. If you do it this way, I'm pushing that way, all right? It goes up. If you do it instead of like this, if you do it this way, it still goes up. You can do it at any angle. And what's gonna happen is that your hand's gonna go up. And you can do that with any kukri because they're all just curved inwards like that. This one even more so. So big advantage of the kukris, they don't really need a guard. And all the bull crap you hear about, oh well, the guard is to stop a blade, get it out of your head. That's Hollywood. That's not gonna happen. This is not a long sword, this is not a sword, this is a knife. Two outcomes in a knife fight. One person is dead and the other one is severely injured. Don't ever think that, well, whatever. That's a video for another time. Well, that was Hancy 14 inches, my rambling, a K-War, and Royal Nepalese that I want to make its own video, whatever. Beautiful, beautiful blades. This is a video for knife lovers, and great thank you to Purna Darnal back there in Nepal. Wonderful. You need all the recognition you can get. There's nothing you have to envy any other kukri maker, no matter what they say. And they get to you in 2 weeks, which is wonderful. And very reasonable prices. Hope they don't change for a long time. All right, Gian from the United States, Virginia. See you guys later.